Okay, hopefully I'm streaming. And where will I put you this time? Get my other tripod. Okay. Ugh, it's hard. Okay. On screen, maybe, hopefully. Settings. Don't don't know. Whatever. Okay. I'm gonna change this music. Okay, so I am technically like 26 minutes late to technically start streaming, but I also technically I'm not late if um keep and count that I already started on. Need to change this because you won't be able to see. Whoop, go down. It's starting to feel like I do need more equipment. I'm really trying to hold back, but okay, so I set this one I started on. Maybe I needed to take some equipment off. No, okay, this one still needs to do that. And I was doing fine without really having any tools except a screwdriver and a hammer. I bend the shit out of these, so I don't know how I'm gonna get them back on if I ever want to make it look like I never did this and my landlord doesn't find out. I'm sure I'll find a way. So the reason I was taking them off because I decided I wanted to only use two of them instead of the three, and then I flip them on their sides because I think this is a better. You can't see. Okay, up we go. I think this dimension. Oh no, why are you white here? I painted you yesterday. Uh, great. Um, okay, so I was playing around with these, moving them around. And I think the size dimensions is actually a lot better for what I want. Um, and I didn't want to have any um crack, seam, whatever you want to call it. But the painting I want to do, I can't do it on one single one. I mean, I can, but I won't like it as much because I want it to be like really long. Whoop. Um, but the way I had it before when they were leaning, what is it, vertically, all three of them, it was just I was having too much issues because where certain parts I wanted to lay the design, it kept landing right on the seams. So if I do this instead, um, it won't be too much of a problem. And if they ever do get separated, I think the whatever it is I paint on here, I say that because I'm still not 100% on exactly what it is I'm going to paint or draw or whatever. Because as you saw me spiraling yesterday, I again went back to the drawing board or my iPad to try and finalize what it is exactly that I want on here before I get it on here so I don't mess up on the canvas. I just can always double tap or redo it on my iPad. But it was taking too much time. I don't love anything that was coming off on the iPad or in digital form. And I remembered how so that was getting really stressful. I wasn't enjoying that anymore. And I was remembering how I just enjoyed painting freehand, freely. And so I think I'm gonna try that. I may come up as a disaster in the end, but oh well, it is what it is. And if it does, then I'll just, paint over it and start over. But I want to start now on actually doing something creative because what I've been doing these past few days is productive in a sense, but not so much creative. Okay, so I took off the hanging hardware off on this one already. And I thought because I was doing that and I was taking off staples, I'm like, oh, I might as well just take off all the staples, the canvas, and redo it. But it's pretty stuck on here, this canvas, and I'm kind of scared to take it off because it kind of feels like I'm gonna have to like really rip it off and use force, and I feel like it's gonna stretch it unnecessarily, and I don't know if I'll be able to get it back on. And like I said, I don't want to spend any more time on prep work. I just want to do something like actually creative. So it's staying as is for now. But before I do that, I was also kind of okay, so there is kind of some prep work that I need to do because I'm kind of nervous on um starting any kind of artwork on here when they're not attached together because I was noticing if I align them and I work on them while they're on here like this, there's like a slight gap and I need to like push them together from the top for them to be, together. So I'm scared that if I start painting on something and then later I do attach them or put them on the wall and they are more aligned together, that whatever I painted on is going to be slightly askew. So So I lied. There is some tiny bit of prep work. It won't take that long. I think it took me maybe like not even 10 minutes to take off the hanging hardware on that one. But let me change the camera angle. Get down here. And I'm hot because I actually went outside today. Let me see. What's good angle here? I move around a lot too, so that's good for now, but who knows? 5 minutes. Hold on. And that's so cute. There's like a little bird outside watching me. I'd show you, but with how advanced some people are in technology these days, scared to dox me eventually. Oh, let me change this. Okay, so as you probably already know, I have no idea what I'm doing. Winging it every day. Nope. This is okay. So I'm taking off the staples because I I just covered the hanging hardware because I didn't think I was gonna use it. I mean, I haven't been using it because the frames are so deep already that I could just use the frame to hang them instead of the little hooks. So I did go to a hardware store this morning to get some actual needed tools today. The bare necessities, I did want to get more stuff obviously, but this is what I got for now. I'm hoping it works because They didn't really have exactly what I needed. This, I mean, we'll call these hook uh, hinges. I don't know, so that I can attach the frames together, so I can be working on them, and they won't detach. But first, I need to take these off because, and I need to open this first. Ugh, like I need a blade. Okay. So, I hate opening these. They always end up cutting me, no matter how hard I try to be. Ugh. And right now I'm, ugh. They just scare me because like this, I don't know why. Irrational fear. Okay. So I was trying to do this. I actually been needing pliers for a really long time because I always end up like I don't know, I'm always finding myself that I need them for like the past 2 years, but I'm like, oh, it's fine. I don't. I've been trying to not buy them for the longest time, and just get by, but I really wasn't going to be able to do it for this, and I couldn't just uh look past it. And anyway, so the reason I'm, let me actually close up of this. So the reason I am taking off the hinges is because, so when they were hanging, let me, sorry, can't do two things at the same time. When they were hanging on this side up, those were fine there, but if they're gonna be hanging that side up, it's not gonna hang flush on the wall, nor will I be able to see. I don't know. This was easier on the other one. This is bending it all a lot. Ugh, ugh, bent the wood on that. Oh, come on. Oh, that's hard. Oh, God damn. Oh, it hurts. Yeah, I just know I'm gonna hurt myself at some point, which is not uncommon. Okay, and the reason I really needed pliers for this one is because, yeah, there's a bunch of loose staples that I didn't want to just be poking out. And yeah, I can hammer them, but there are some of them that were like weird angles, and I really could not hammer down in a way that it would still not be like poking up. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I really do not like anything pointy anywhere because I am already, God, so I'm already a disaster waiting to happen. I like bump into my walls and doorways even after. Gotta put some weight on this. Ugh. So I definitely don't want any sharp staples sticking out. And I couldn't do this with my hands. I can hardly do this with freaking pliers. Ah, did I get it? Oh my God, no, I just broke it. Not the pliers. Maybe I, did I get it? Yes, okay. I was thinking I could just I mean hammer it, but no. This is much better. And I have staples and, staple gun to restaple this, but because like I said, I'm so depressed. Because I already saw that the paint stuck on so well. Let me put these aside so I don't lose these. I don't think I need to restaple it also because I might eventually go back in and like actually try to detach the whole thing and stretch it on a canvas, like an actual canvas. Ugh. Okay, let me get a different angle. Whoop. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? Okay. So this is where I had stapled over. So I do have to remove those to be able to get to the hooks. And those ones are easy. Yeah, because I did those. Not a professional. Oh, okay. Don't put your hand there. You know. Okay. Yeah. Should know by now that recoil. Okay. Let's try and do better this one. I'm trying to bend it as little as possible, just enough so I can get this freaking staple off. Because it is literally just held on by a staple. One single, no, these ones are two staples. Don't touch the canvas. I was going to stretch the canvas unnecessarily. Okay, I think, hold on. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Come on. Why am I so bad at this? Oh, okay, yeah. Got them all. Okay. How am I going to do this one now? Yeah, there it goes. Got it. It's easier if you got the whole screwdriver in there or wrench. I don't know what the difference is of the tool I'm using, but it's like a flat edge. And I know that to get the cleanest like outcome would be to go slow and finesse it little by little, but I'm so impatient. I just want to get this over with because I'm still not going to be done. Oh, I don't know why I touched it so hard. Just wanted to see if it was in there. Come on. Okay, just making sure so I don't step on anything. So give me a second. Let me set you aside over here. Okay. And let me take a drink because I noticed I hardly drank any water yesterday. I definitely felt it like later in the day. Also because I noticed it, but wait. Yes, okay. Okay, let's see. I know this isn't that entertaining. Just want to make sure I have evidence of me cleaning up. Okay. I probably should get the little sweeper though, because I feel like there's like little tiny bits that I cut. And I have such sensitive little baby skin that like any little splinter is gonna bother me. No, but I think it's fine. I don't see anything. I say now, I hopefully don't regret later. Knock on wood. Okay, I am gonna save these in case I need them later. And then let's see, what is the bicycle that you're not gonna fall off on? Oop, get out of the way. Okay, so let me get these screws. And see where I decided how to have these. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get all of this in frame. Um, it's fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, so you know. Now the time comes to see if this is even going to work. So I only got 2 of them for now, and I got like the shortest screws they had. I was thinking, not exactly sure what I was thinking. Guess I can add them on each corner, or it looks like the holes are far enough away where I can put them like that. But I'm kind of scared that I only have 2. I wonder if I should have gotten at least one more, because what if it like rips for some reason? And it's just like going to rip the wood apart. Hmm. How shall I do this? Point it outwards? I don't think it matters. Okay. Be in the middle. Okay. I think I'm gonna split the difference, not too much on the edge, but not too much on in the middle until I could get another one, or if just see if this works. Hopefully it works. Okay. So 2 on this side, 2 on that side. Now, how am I going to screw it in? Can tell I really thought this through. I do have a screwdriver, a hand screwdriver, which should be fine because like this is like, you know, particle wood, I'm sure. I still feel like I should make some kind of a hole first so to prevent any wood splitting. Not like it matters in this case, but I better have a little this pick here. That's not it. There's tiny nails. Maybe I can use as a to do like a pilot hole first. Okay, I'll try that. Also to like cut like a hole in the fabric. So when I start screwing, um, it's not going to like start, moving and adjusting the fabric. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, this sounds sturdier than I originally thought. Don't think that made enough of a sufficient hole in the fabric because the screws are much bigger than the nails. So let me get some scissors and just kind of cut around it a little bit. Oh my God. Shouldn't it be this hard? Then what was I expecting? Or if I wanted it to be easy, just you should have just gone to the art supply store and ugh, hopefully my neighbors don't complain. And they're always so loud. So I always have headphones on. Eh. Oh, now it's stuck. Come off it. Come on. Maybe I should just cut my losses and just go get two giant frames, but oh, then all my work, although I think I've been here, I think this is probably going to be almost my third year being here. I've been here 2 full years and like I think so a year, like 2.5 years that I've been hoarding. Well, the first year I just had the, stock photo of whatever was here already. And despite hating it so much and saying I was gonna change it, didn't do it for like a full year. And oh, look, it's on. That wasn't that hard. Maybe I don't even need to, no, I should. Don't even need to do the pilot hole with the, wait, wait. It's kind of on the edge. I'm scared that if I screw it too close to the edge, it's not going to, it's gonna go over the edge. No, 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 that's fine. It's fine. Here, yeah, just adjust it a little bit. It's fine. Okay. No, yes, please still do the pilot hole. It probably went in smoothly because you did that and because you cut the fabric. Okay. Oh, I got a hammer and sling. Okay, you don't have to go that far. Okay. Oh yeah, so I was, oh, okay. Took me a whole year to finally remove the art on here that I hated, and then I put like some felt art that maybe someday because I filmed the whole thing thinking I was going to like put it online, and then I just never did. And so maybe I will do that just to show you. I really hope this is aligned because oh my God, doing all this work and then like later, putting it up and seeing it's all crooked or whatever. Okay, baby, you can do this. There we go. Ah, yeah. Doesn't feel as tight as the other one did, so I'm a little nervous about that. Okay, now I think I should be really careful with moving this around, or maybe I shouldn't even move it around. I should just move myself to the other side because I don't want to accidentally like rip it apart before it's fully secured. Am I still using? So I don't think so. I am using that and that. Okay, hold on. Let me get another drink of water. Okay. Yeah, this feels like there's a slight, like this one's slightly longer than this one, but it could just be the fabric because it's very minuscule. It could just be me. Okay, so what did I do the first time? Okay, like so, right? Oh wait, maybe I should not do that there because the fabric, I won't be able to cut. Can't really cut it anywhere else either. It's just because there's a staple here holding it down. Um, I think it'll be fine. Maybe I could just use my box cutter to cut the fabric. Okay, there we go. Don't hit your head. Oh my god. Can you imagine? I don't like that. Okay, it's not to be too much. Let's see if I'll need my box cutter or not. Yeah, I'm gonna need this. Oops. I don't want to struggle any more than I have to. I already made myself, I should say. Just need to do it a tiny bit. Tiny, tiny. Just a little. Oh, that was a big slit. That's okay. Okay. Oh, fuck. That's why I have my screwdriver in here. Dumb. Okay. Oh, gotta concentrate. Okay, this takes very precise. There. Yeah. See, I don't know why on this one it feels very tight. Makes I use two different ones because this is the top of this one. This is the bottom of this frame, but who knows? Okay. You're almost done. You can do this. Mm-hmm. I wonder if this hammering's also like coming off really annoying on mic. Luckily, it's not that much. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What was I? What was I? Okay, let's. I want. I wanted to cut the fabric, but now I'm noticing that if I move the other side, it was easy because I could just. This wasn't attached yet, but now this is attached, and I'm kind of. This is really tight on there. I don't want to move it anymore in case it loosens the screw. So trying to just loosen these fibers on the canvas. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Okay, make sure they're tight. Oh, I can see the fabric moving. And not too much. It's just okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, notice that, I mean, it's tight, but I noticed for some reason this screw is a little looser on than the other frame. All right, time to see if it worked. There's so much tools on here. Oh, and I am hot. Okay. What is the best angle for this? Maybe I should switch tripods for a sec. Ooh. Okay. There. There. Right about there should be fine. Okay. Hold your breath. I'm trying to be gentle with them. Yeah, it's not, I wouldn't say it's very secure, but I think I'll get the job done. Okay. Did this move? Oh my goodness, hold on. I was lining it up to the plastic because I know the previous line of paint is straight to the wall. Oh, I think it moved. Oh, is the right way to do it, if anybody is wondering. Okay. Okay, don't move. Don't move. Don't. Much longer. Okay. I feel like I heard a crack. No, no, no. Stop creating disasters. This is perfect. Yes. Okay. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Okay. So, for the most part, she's done, and I can't really use anything else as an excuse of not to start. So let me move this. Hopefully my phone doesn't fall because it's on the magnetic stand right now. Ooh. Okay. There she is. Okay. Let me take a quick swig. Huh? Forgot the mic's right there. Okay. Give me a minute. I just want to double check that the stream's actually recording because I was messing around with the audio yesterday on my mic just wanted to see if there's anything I can improve on because I kind of feel like my voice audio is like really low, but it could just be me like whispering because I don't want my neighbors to hear me. I don't want them to know what I'm doing in here. And because before I was normally very quiet, unless I took calls for work. Before the majority of the time was pretty quiet, especially compared to them too. Okay, it's all good, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so I don't know why some of these edges got white because I really felt like I did a pretty good job painting this black, especially the edges, yesterday. Um, so hopefully it's just like dust. 'Cause I didn't sleep today. So maybe just my from my dirty floor. Let me get a rag. 'Cause this finger flicking's not doing great. Or I have this brush that I did clean finally. It is slightly wet, but that's fine. It should be fine. Everything is fine. It's just not doing what I think it should be doing. Okay, rag. Well, this rag is also kind of moist because I was had the wet paintbrush on top of it. Just need to dust this off slightly. Shouldn't be that hard. I don't know about you, but I feel like I always make the easiest things the hardest, and then like the hardest things easy. So just that's good. Oh wait, turned off my music. Okay, she's taking a while to load. Okay, well, while that's loading. Okay, I don't know about this music, so I'm just gonna go back and listen to my Spotify. If she'll allow. Okay, so while that's loading, wanted to show, if possible, of what the concepts I was working on. So like the whole thing, because this is gonna be in my living room, I'm gonna see it every day. Just wanted something that could like inspire me every day. And a few days ago, I started like getting recommended videos of like the Chinese New Year is the fire horse, and like everybody's saying is um like really rare. I don't know how true that is because I didn't really research it, but I really like the concept of like what a fire horse looks like, or horse in general, but then like add fire and flames to it. Visually, it looks really cool. So I was working on something that I could also incorporate myself in to kind of like translate like this meeting that because so they're saying like the fire horse year is like considered like a very creative uh what do you call it, zodiac sign, or Chinese zodiac sign. And I can't put my thoughts together, but like so it's creative and uh not irrational, what is spontaneous. And I guess you can say this about every year, new year, new you, do whatever, new possibilities, new things, new. So I guess you can just say that about every year. But because I already decided to quit my job before I found out that, the Chinese zodiac sign this year was the fire horse, I thought, oh, I put meaning into it of be like, oh, the universe is telling me you're doing the right thing. Maybe I'm just scared that I did a really bad thing and I ruined my life and I kind of need a little bit of encouragement from something else out there. So I could just be using this as an excuse or a reasoning to my reasonings for my actions. But I did think about quitting my job for months, so I don't consider it irrational. The irrational part is that I didn't really prepare for what I would do afterwards. Um, so I got off on a tangent again. So I created this. Make sure I swipe the right way. I don't want to swipe the wrong way. Okay, so I created this. Uh, oh, my microphone keeps getting in the way without touching the screen. I can't. I need you to come down a bit. Oh, please don't fall. Please don't fall. Ah, okay. So let's see. Get in the frame. I created this concept art with like the colors that I like, but well, I don't know. And I just don't really like it that much. I feel like the colors are a little bit too bold, especially because I know once I put them on the canvas, they're gonna come off a little bit more muted. So it doesn't give me like a realistic idea what it's gonna look like. I wanted to add a person, a woman, to represent like me. I know it doesn't look anything like me, but bear with me. And I also wanted like her hair to kind of like blend in with the horse's hair to kind of like symbolize that they're like one and the same, but still separate entities. I don't know. Wrong way. I changed it a little bit. The colors. I was playing around with maybe more monotone, or sorry, monochrome, like just reds. Um, I think the other challenge I was working with is I don't know if red is the best color for this space right now because I have a lot of neutral tones, a lot of greens, and I think this might be too well, I don't know what the right word is, like just too out that it was just gonna attract too much attention. It's just gonna look like it doesn't really belong in here. It could look better in my bedroom, now I'm thinking, but no, I wanted something in here to like constantly remind me, at least throughout these next 6 months of like, like this is this is your year. You're doing great, just continue being creative. Then, so I also play with the idea of, I don't know if you can see here, is maybe adding more horses. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Where are we? Oh, hold on. And then I thought maybe the reason that I'm not getting like the feel of what it's actually going to look like is because it's not on my wall yet. Because it looks too digital. So I tried to make a mock-up of it, like looking of kind of get a general idea, and then I kind of went back instead of going realistic with what the horse looks like. I wanted to go with more figurative and played with the colors again and the figure writing them. But then I don't know. I like I like the horse on its own, but I don't like it with anybody writing it. But then I lose like the meaning, the symbolism of what it is that I wanted it to, represent for me. So what I was kind of thinking last night is maybe I'll add like a pig, make like a little pig on top of it because I'm a wood pig because I was born in 95. So that would kind of still resemble me, a part of it, but it didn't look great either So I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I say as I'm all ready to start up. But so here we go. And can I finally put my music on? Are you finally gonna work? Okay. I really got a cough. And I am sweaty. Let me pull you back up a little bit. Okay. The other thing I wanted to do was I bought these. This camera's really crooked. Oh, but they're not centered. Okay. Okay, so I bought these oil pastels that I've been wanting to work with for a really long time. Because I bought these months ago and I just never got into it because for one, I don't know how to use them. I've been working with oil paint, and so I'm kind of scared of getting into it. But like I was saying, this is the year to try new things. And also because I can't really, well, I'm sure you probably can, mix the colors, that I don't know how to. So we'll figure it out as we go. Okay. Oh, the other thing is this won't be able to go on those nails. I'll have to repaint this. Well, probably not now because this is going to be right on top of it, I think. But this is not going to be all the way up there because that would look weird. It's going to be maybe like midway. I don't know how to do that without holding them both at the same time. Somewhere around there. Oh, okay, back down. Scare him now. Rip you two apart. Okay. Just don't think too hard on it. Just I want to go instinctively towards the white, but that feels too harsh right off the bat. Maybe red, because I do want the horse to be red. I know I said like it doesn't go with my living room's like current aesthetic, but I mean a fire horse has to be red. I mean, let's not be crazy. Okay. I know I said I don't like any of the concepts I came up with, but I think I'm gonna use the at least the horse one for like a general outline for now. And knowing how shaky my hand is, it's not going to look anything of what it actually is on there. But okay. So, mm, body should probably be around here. Oh, God. Did I mess it up already? No. No, 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 no. Okay, so that's and be around here. And then this around here. I also thought about playing around with like having it like be like a chubby horse, you know, to represent like it's like a prosperous, like well-fed horse, right? But maybe I'd be wrong in thinking that maybe it would mean I got a big booty on them. Okay. Um, maybe okay, instead of being prosperous, they would signify that it's more like glutinous. So I went back on that idea. And got that booty over here. Wait, square line. I think this line is probably going to go more that way. Again, another line. That one actually goes all the way, but thinking the the tips of the legs are going to be black though. So I don't know how I do that on a black background. So how's that looking, folks? Oh man. Okay. Gotta keep going. You can't. You gotta trust this process. Okay. Let's see. This one's kind of curved, but then this one's stitched straight for some reason. Um, up, up, out, ouch, and oh shit. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. It's fine. And then, so I wanted to do like little booties because they look like they have like shoes on them. Uh, man, I think his thigh needs to be bigger. So like this. Okay. Hmm. I also drew him with a much more like squarish butt. So I give him a bubble butt on this one. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Front legs or no. The neck. Because the head, I gotta be careful because I don't want to do it too big and then like had to backtrack because the head doesn't fit in. Okay. 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 So we got some ears. Ears. Another ear. Head-ish. Snout. From the ear. Neck is here. No. Let's do this. Okay. Neck. Chest. Let me step back. Let me step back. Well, I don't know. I do not know how this is going right now. I'm tense. Need to loosen up a bit. Okay, so then this leg goes all the way to the edge. Oof. Let me go back here. Tiny line first chest, and then leg, booty. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Okay. Okay. No, no, it's it's that's nothing. What I imagined it would be. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. Cause I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna fill in The whole horse red. So mistakes are fine. Yeah. At least I gotta keep telling myself that. I don't know if I should be filling it in just yet, though. Like, you should probably hold off on that, babe. I know. So, probably should also looked up some tutorials on how to do this because I don't know if I can just, can I rub it to like blend it? Do I need a sponge or rag or I think the reason is also that I don't want to do it because oh no, you look angry when you do that. Don't do that. I mean, I want you looking fierce, but not too fierce. Don't want you angry at me every day. So the reason I don't really like looking up at tutorials is because like it enables my reasoning to have to go get tools when you probably don't necessarily need to, just buy more things before I can actually do anything. And sometimes I feel like it just stops me from actually being creative because I'm like, well, I can't do that because they say I can't do that, like that's not the right way to do it. And I know it's good to like learn the basics, but as I've said, I'm like an all in or nothing. Try not to be. I'm working on it, but I'm very like black and white. It's like this is yeah, this is right, this is wrong, and there is no in between. But I don't know, because I feel like there's in some regards, I'm like the complete opposite. And there's a lot of meanings to everything. I need to keep stepping back because I'm gonna get too in my head about it. Okay, her front is a lot bigger than the back. So I guess we gotta give her a bigger booty. Yeah. I think I should have used chalk. It's fine. It's done. It's already been done. Maybe I also have to put the legs longer because now I'm doing this and yeah, they have to be longer. Mm-hmm. Well, now I'm worried. How am I going to? Oh, I just paint over it. Duh. Worried for nothing. So this goes down more actually. Mm. I don't know how I'm going to distinguish what's the right line, what's the wrong line. One that I'm not using anymore. Probably should not be using my fingers though. So it's looking like eraser. I wonder, because I think I saw somebody once like melting it. Do I need to warm it up? Hmm. I think it needs a little bit more chest. Okay, okay. Let's move back. Hmm. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not really feeling it. What to do? Maybe I should paint instead. I can't believe you're gonna be using this as your sketch. It's gonna have so much texture. Okay, hold your horses. One, oh, no pun intended. Get a goer. Start right here because there's more. Come on. I'm wondering if it'll blend or if it'll just completely come off. All right, so I guess on the to-do list for today is figure out how to use oil pastels, sticks if I want to continue working with them, or if I'm just going to go back to painting, like oil painting. I'm not really trying to erase this. Well, I am this little lines out of here, but and also trying not to ruin the canvas that I did a shoddy job at already. I feel like it's just getting, maybe because I'm using a paper towel. Should use a rag. Okay, what time am I on? Ooh, 1 hour and 9 minutes. Technically, I would be allowed to just call it a day. Well, I mean, for recording at least. So I don't really have a rag because the other rags I was using are for oil paint, so they're like very textured-y. So I'm gonna use a scrap piece of canvas. Hopefully it works and doesn't rub off little debris on it. I'm seeing if this is how you use oil pastels, like charcoal, maybe, like you rub it off a little bit to add more depth. I say as I know the terms I speak. Hmm. Gotta be careful with this middle part too, because I feel like if I'm too hard on that, because this is the only hard piece, it's a piece of the wood, and the rest is just free canvas. There's gonna be a very distinct difference if I press too hard on there. Oh wait, oh, hold on. I just want to do one side to see what it looks like and compare the two sides together. So, oh my God, yeah, it looks like eraser shavings. I don't think that's right. Not great, but at least it's on there. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna take a break, um, regroup, maybe go back to the drawing board, not this drawing board, and figure out my life decisions before I continue. Um, Also, because I noticed that if I stream for longer than an hour, like my phone battery is depletes much faster. So I probably wouldn't be able to stream much longer than an hour anyways. Um, yeah. So this is my fourth day, I think. Let me double check. Fourth day, yes. Okay. I don't really know how I'm doing. I noticed that yesterday, last night, I did kind of feel like lighter. Like I was able to like actually go outside for the first time in a week. Like actually outside, and I just passed my apartment door, like outside the apartment building. I mean, I only went out to a convenience store to go get like mayo and tuna so I can have for dinner because that's what I was craving. Mayo and tuna and like rice because I've been eating a lot of like fast food and I'm tired of it, all the greasy stuff. And normally I would have like I'll just eat whatever that's in my apartment and but there's really like nothing except like popcorn and or any other leftovers that I don't want to eat or order and I just didn't feel like ordering. So anyways, I finally got the motivation to go outside and it just felt so easy and I was kind of contemplating on that today because today was also really easy to go to the hardware store, which is like they're not far, it's like a maybe a block or two away. So they're not hard things to do. Um, there's hardly anybody outside. There's not busy days, but sometimes even with all those factors, I still like will make millions of excuses why I don't want to go outside. And yesterday and today, I just feel a little lighter and like I know I go through these phases of where like not be social, but just like feel like fuck it, you know, like I'm just gonna do whatever I want. And it just like it doesn't feel like a big deal. But then there are like maybe 2 or 3 days out of the month, and then the rest of the month I would do want to stay inside. And I'm happy when I go out during these times. But if I force myself to also go out during the times that I don't want to go outside, I'm not any more happier. I'm actually more stressed. So I think I'm just I'm just an introvert, you know, like I there are times that I do want to go out and socialize and be with people, but they're just much less than the normal human being, I guess. So anyways, what I'm getting at right now is that, oh, you know what? And I'm thinking about it. I think I'm in my cycle of like ovulation. So I also think that also has to do with it because I always feel like I'm much more confident and outgoing during that week. Where is that going? That was supposed to log off already. Hey, come on. All right. I'll talk to you later. Okay? Love you.